Today in this video, we're going to talk about how to make out your game plan for if you want to buy some real estate in 2024. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgis, and I am a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And my firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. All right. Let's get right into it. If you have said that 2024 is going to be your year, that you're going to buy either your first house or your first investment property or whatever, if you have made up in your mind that you are going to buy some real estate in 2024, you need to get your game plan together right now, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And I'm going to tell it to you from the standpoint not only of a real estate broker, but I'm going to tell you from the underwriting side what you need to do to make sure that you're prepared to buy a house. Because I told you we can't just wake up today and say we're going to buy a house. It's homework. We need to do our homework first. So let's get started off on the right foot so that we can get that done. First thing y'all need to do is your credit. I can't stress to you how important it is to have your credit straight. It doesn't matter. You could be making a ton of money, but if your credit is jacked up, it's still not going to work. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is check your credit reports, because I know, we were in COVID for so long. Those of us who have student loans, you've had deferments. I'm sure maybe, in COVID, you may have done, delayed or deferred some payments, maybe on your car loan, on your student loans, on different things like this. Maybe you contacted your credit card companies and asked for, some relief during COVID. You need to pull your credit report and know what is on your credit, period. Everybody should be doing this. You need to make this a resolution for starting in 2024 that you are going to check your credit at least once a quarter. That's once every 3 months. You need to check your credit just to see what's going on, because you just never know. Creditors get bought out all the time. Okay. And so you may have been paying like I'm gonna give you an example. Sears had their own credit card, So Sears went out of business. So somebody bought Sears's portfolio of loans, of credit cards. That could very well happen to you. It may very well have already happened. This is why you need to check your credit score to make sure things are reporting correctly. You can start off at annualcreditreport.com. Again, that's annualcreditreport.com. You can go and you can still, as far as I know, you can still pull it for free, because they're still extending that, during COVID, they said we could pull credit. We could pull our credit as many times as we needed to on there. And I don't know that they've, discontinued that. But go to annualcreditreport.com. Again, that don't cost you $1. Go to annualcreditreport.com. Get your credit report. Make sure everything's reporting correctly. With the new year, a lot of times what you will see is old debts, old charge-off, old collections get bought and sold. So it may be a new company that has bought an old debt that had went away, and now it's back and it's reporting on your credit report. Pull your credit. Secondly, not only do you not need to know what's on your credit, you need to have an idea of what your credit score is. Again, I recommend ScoreMaster. I have a link down below. Full disclosure, I am an affiliate, but I use ScoreMaster personally. My kids use ScoreMaster so that we can keep track of our credit score. That will show you what your credit score is. They even have credit score simulators that shows you if you pay down this debt or if you pay down that debt, or, how your score will be affected. One of the best things about ScoreMaster, in my opinion, is we don't need to go off of the due date. Like if your credit card is due on the 15th, you don't need to be paying it on the 15th. Okay. You need to be paying it before that. And ScoreMaster has part of Scoremaster is they will tell you what day to pay your bills to get the most impact on your credit score. Okay. So again, I know a lot of us, we didn't do nothing during COVID, or maybe we got in a whole bunch of debt. You was out buying new cars and all this stuff. You need to get a hold of your credit and your credit score. You need to know what's going on. So again, I recommend Scoremaster. There will be a link in the description. But you need to know what your credit score is, what your true credit score is. Not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame. You need to know exactly what your credit score is. Okay, now we're going to talk about student loans, because I know a lot of us still have student loans, and your student loan has probably went back into repayment status. Okay. I know they were starting up in October. For October, November, December, I've seen people with staggering dates when those payments start back. You need to log into your student loan servicer and see what's going on. Are you in repayment? Is the payment that you are supposed to make monthly, can you afford it? If not, you need to get on one of the income-based repayment plans. I told y'all, for my daughter, it made her payment zero. And all those zeros count. Okay. So check your student loan to see which repayment plan you are on. For some of you, maybe in the summer, this past summer and fall, when you went in to do your repayment plan, it may have still been looking at your taxes from the previous year, right? So you may have a higher payment because it was looking at your income from 22. Okay. So if your income has drastically changed from when we were getting all that COVID money and other stuff, and let's say maybe you was, you were doing, you were a big member of the gig economy, and you were making a killer with DoorDash, or you was making a killer with Shipped, whatever. And now, that's falling off drastically in a lot of places. Okay. So what you may want to do as far as your student loan and your income-based repayment is, you may want to file your taxes this year, in 24, file your 23 taxes as soon as possible. Because if you're going to have significantly less income for your 23 taxes, you will want to file now so that your student loans will be based on your most recent filing, which is going to be for 23. So that may bring that payment down. You see what I'm saying? Because if you had been reporting, let's say $60,000 in 21 and 22 while we were in COVID, let's say, and now we're out of COVID and your income has dropped. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to file your taxes now ASAP. As soon as you get them 1099s, W-2s, whatever, you want to file now so that it shows that you do make less income, which will affect your student loan payment. You can get a lower student loan repayment amount if you go off of the 23 taxes as opposed to maybe 21 and 22 when you were making a lot more money. That's one thing I would do. Now we're talking about, let's stay on this taxes for a minute. Let's talk about taxes, especially for my self-employed people. You all know, to be able to qualify for a mortgage, my self-employed people, you're going to have to eat them taxes for 2 years, right? Meaning you can't write off all your income. You cannot write off all your income for 2 years. If you did not write off your taxes last year, then you need to make your filings for the tax year of 23, your second year where you eating them taxes, but you will have income to show when it comes to getting a mortgage. So you need to decide what's going on. Did you write everything off last year? And if so, okay, then are you starting this year? Are you starting with the tax filing for the year of 2023 as the first year you eat those taxes? So meaning you don't write off everything so that you have income to report when you're trying to buy next year. Okay? You got to make up that decision. Like I said, if you did eat the taxes last year and this is finna be your second year, you finna be golden. You can try to do something. But you need to make up in your mind what you gonna do about your taxes right now. As you are gathering all of your 1099s, you've got your accountant, your bookkeeper doing your books, doing your financial statements. You need to make up in your mind right now, my self-employed people, what are you going to do as far as your taxes are concerned when it comes to trying to buy a house? Is this your first year? Is this your second year? Or are you just not going to do it this year and you need to write everything off? That's got to be your choice. But start making that decision now. Start ruminating on it, getting your numbers together, getting your figures together so that you know what you're supposed to do about your tax return for this year. Okay, I'm gonna keep on these taxes, on these W-2s and 1099s. For my people who are W-2'd, if you are just W-2'd, meaning you just work a job, please keep up with your W-2s. They're gonna start coming in the mail. They gotta have them out by the end of the month, end of this month, end of January. Please keep up with them. I tell you, it is nothing more frustrating as an underwriter. Okay. And you send in, your mortgage broker sent in this file and I'm going through it and I really should be able to get through this quickly and have, a decision made, but you don't even have your paperwork that you just got. Oh, we got to get another copy from the employer. We trying to get a copy from the IRS. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. No, hold on to your paperwork. Hold on to your W-2s. Hold on to your 1099s. Hold on to your check stubs. People, hold on to your paperwork. Because even if you're not trying to buy a house in January, come June, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. Put it up. Put it in an envelope. Put it in a safe place. Don't let the dog eat it. Don't spill Kool-Aid on it. Keep up with your paperwork. And that's for everybody. Because you'd be surprised how loans get slowed down in the underwriting process just because you don't have all of your paperwork together. Hold on to it. It's going to start coming in the mail here in the next few weeks. Hold on to it. In the meantime, in between time, while we're in January, for those of you who need assistance, if you need down payment assistance with buying a house, you need closing cost assistance with buying a house, you need to start Googling and looking at what's available in your local area. For me here in Nashville, that's Affordable Housing Resources, AHR. We had Nashville Housing Fund. We had several places where you can get assistance. We have THDA, Tennessee Housing Development Agency. They will give you down payment assistance, closing cost assistance, again, provided to meet the parameters. But go ahead and start identifying places if you need the assistance, where you can get the assistance from. And you may want to start applying now, because I know a lot of places, listen, everybody getting their income tax money back. Everybody getting their income tax money back. And everybody going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy me a house. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And so those programs, there's going to be a lot of people rushing to apply for these programs. Y'all need to get a leg up on them and start now. Start now. At least identify where you can possibly get some assistance from and see what is required. So like, for instance, if they require a 660 score minimum to get financial assistance, either down payment or closing cost assistance, and you've done your homework and you went to Score Master and you know what your middle credit score is, and you know it ain't nowhere near that 620, that 660. Let's say you're at 620. Then you need to follow the steps in the Score Master to get your score up, to pay your bills on time, to pay them where they have the most impact and get your score up. You need to start working on your score right now. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do. While we waiting on W-2s, 1099s, and all this other stuff to come through, there's plenty of work that you can do to get yourself ready. Okay? So start identifying those places in your local area that offer down payment assistance, closing cost assistance, go ahead, get the application. Go ahead, call, talk to somebody. Find out what it is that you need so that you can make an appropriate plan. Because if you don't do the work now, when you get ready 3-4 months from now to apply for a loan, it's all going to be what? You just wasting everybody's time. Do it ahead of time while we have a little downtime. I'm going to say downtime because while we're waiting on W-2s and 1099s and everybody to close out their books for last year and do all their financial statements and everything, this is what you can be doing to make sure that you're going to be credit ready and that you will have the funds available to, buy your real estate this year. Again, my name is Rhonda Burgis, and what we've went over today is just a plan to get credit ready to buy some real estate this year. You want to look at your credit, look at your credit score. Make sure your student loans, make sure you're paying those student loans. See what is going on with your student loan. Maybe perhaps try to enter into a different repayment plan if the monthly payment does not work for your budget. Decide what you're going to do about your taxes, especially my self-employed people. Keep up with your W-2s, your 1099s. Keep up with all your paperwork. And reach out to those organizations who offer down payment assistance or closing cost assistance so that you know what you need to do now to get ready to make 2024 your year. Thank you, and as always, have a blessed day.